It is totally possible to have a feminine brand for your business without using the color pink. And in this video, I'm going to give you a few ways that you can do that inside your business. And yes, I realize the irony that I'm wearing a pink shirt for this video was not intentional, but I wasn't about to go change. First, I want to point out that even if you are primarily working with females and that is your target audience, that does not mean you have to have a feminine brand in order to attract them. Also, feminine can mean and look a lot of different ways. So, when I'm showing you examples today, feminine, I'm really talking about that kind of like soft, girly kind of vibe. But we all know feminine can look a lot of different ways. And so I want to show you some examples of how to do this without using pink. So I'm going to share my screen and walk you through just a few websites. So first, this is actually a Squarespace template that I came across, but I thought it was a really good example. Now, there is a very light kind of beige, pink-ish color right here. I feel like it's more just kind of like a neutral. It's not an overt pink. And when you scroll through the website, you really don't see that color a whole lot. And so what I'm seeing here is one, some soft textures and a muted palette. I'm also seeing some serif fonts that give it a more luxurious feel, which you don't have to be luxurious to be feminine, but you can see it just has a very like cozy, warm feeling with this muted palette. Of course, the photos also blend really nicely with the color palette to give that nice feeling. And there are some curved edges. This is something else you can incorporate to kind of soften things up. Flowers or cute little homey things also in some stock photos can add that feminine feel. And then again, we have this texture and painted feel. Then I want to show you another example. So this photographer has a very feminine brand. We see script font, some flower illustrations, and then we have this kind of beige tan color right here. We have some more illustrations, some more script fonts. Yes, script fonts can also help with that feminine feel, but doesn't mean you have to, one, have one at all, or two, use it everywhere. You can see she really just uses it as a very like subtle accent with a few words here and there. It's not used in every section of the website, which is also really good because when it comes to websites and script fonts, sometimes that legibility can really be bad depending on the script font, but that's a whole other video. Again, there's a muted palette here, lots of white space, very soft photos as well. And so we're kind of seeing a trend here. Muted palettes, a little bit of script font, and nice photos that match the color palette. And then lastly, this is one of my clients. Okay, there is pink in the buttons, but again, it's not a major it's not a major component. And I think even if we turn these buttons green, it would still feel feminine. So again, we have muted palette, rounded edges, and she does have a slightly bolder images, meaning like this dark green background in the photo. So not everything has to be, airy and bright in your photos to have a feminine feel. But we have, this soft kind of font, um, the muted color palette, again, all bringing it together to feel calm, cozy, feminine with the very subtle pink. But I just wanted to show you that really, when it comes to creating a feminine brand, if pink is not your vibe, or purple, or any of that, focus on a muted palette, usually a script font, even if it's an accent, and maybe some illustrations in there as well. But really, it comes down to your brand feeling like it reflects you and will attract your target market. So, if feminine means bright, neon, bold colors, that will also work. You need to feel confident in your brand more than anything. And if pink is not your vibe and you're not going to feel confident or aligned with that, then don't use it. That's what it really comes down to. So, if you have any questions about your branding, your color palette, or you want help creating your brand, let me know down in the comments below. Otherwise, I will see y'all in the next video.